So Venus is in retrograde, and retrograde is the reflection, is the revisit, is the refocus. When you want to shoot a bow and arrow, you got to pull back. You know that cliche quote? Well, it's true for a reason. Now, I love Venus. Her name has changed many times. She has many forms. Venus is a much later version of the morning star, evening star goddess. Venus is after patriarchy was established. The original morning star, evening star goddess is Inanna. If you've ever read her myth, it is remarkable, especially if you've ever grown up in the church or have never seen any literature or mythology outside of the patriarchal realm. It is mind-blowing. Her story reminds me a lot of Jesus or Odin, the big patriarchal god. A lot of us know of the hero's journey. She is the heroine journey. She descends into the underworld. She dies. She is resurrected. She is reborn. That very much is her story. In Roman culture, she's Venus. In Greek culture, she's Aphrodite. Mesopotamia, she's Ishtar. Canaanite, she's Astarte. I definitely could have mispronounced some things. Her story is ever so important right now. Hecate led me to her. I kept focusing on Hecate was like the boundless, and I was researching a lot, and she's like, hey, let me show you the boundless woman. I feel like she's been leading me all along. It's been a very wonderful journey. Anyway, the morning evening star is from astrology. When the retrograde, whether Venus is in front of the sun or behind the sun, and that is her duality. The whole point is like, Inanna like kind of is both. She like rules both sides of the binary. They talk about her vulva a lot. They say like her vulva, when she rode the lion, like controlled the lion, and she also found pleasure. Like, Queen, I need more of you in my life. She is the story of resurrection. She is, and we'll get more into her myth as we go on. I want to talk about her more during this Venus in retrograde. But yes, we wanted to reflect. We wanted to go back. We wanted to go to the origin source. Where did Venus come from? She came from Inanna. Even though we talk about the morning star and evening star, she's lost a lot of her qualities. What do you think of when I say Venus? Love? Some of us talk of her in the form of security. I do. Venus is at home in Taurus, right? There's a reason for that. Inanna. She loved humanity. She did. She loved the personification of power, the embodiment of power. You know, the other day I just posted that ramble about how can I embody this? Yeah. Ever since that's been in my drafts, I haven't been left alone. And then I had to post. I've been talking a lot about how right now is like the war of the binary. And I've introduced Palace, but Inanna is the goddess that transcends the binary. And that was her thing. She was order and chaos. We're all having so many things die right now. And she's like, hey, I died, y'all die, so we can be reborn. And that is very much the theme of this eclipse season. It would be anyway with the eclipse season. And then, but on top of that, the retrogrades of the personal planet, Venus and Mercury, really supposed to be the non-binary guys. Retrograding from the beginning to the end to the beginning, all with mom in the corner. Remember, we talked about the story of this retrograde. Virgo's in there. Birth, harvest. We're going to get back to this story before it was colonized, before the patriarchy took it, because that is going to be key to understanding this world that I'm fighting for in this current administration. I'm resisting. I feel like all the goddesses were like, here, no, Kyla, talk to her. She's the big daddy who you need to understand. And I've always loved her. I've always known and understood as a Venus person. I guess my time is now, and I get it. We got a lot to do this eclipse season. We got to die, be resurrected as women who are totally in control of their power and pleasure. Boom.